Hi guys, Ade here, and on today's episode of Content Connect, I'm with Flora. She's a fantastic digital marketer and entrepreneur, and what I like to call a pioneer of excellence. Today, we're going to walk through her journey, her frameworks, little tidbits about her life, and you're going to learn how one of my personal favorite creatives does what she does. Hi, Flora. Thank you
Hi,
for
Ali.
joining me today.
A
You came
pleasure.
early, which I love. Really
Thank
early,
you.
actually.
Thank you.
So first off, can you walk us through a little bit of your background? How did you become the digital marketing professional you are today? What steps did you take? Just all of that. Yeah.
Okay. Um, Thank you, Adi, for having me here. It's a pleasure. I think one of the first things that I said, and I think I mentioned to you when I received your email, was that it feels good to know that someone sees the work
Oh
that
yeah,
I'm
to feel
doing.
seen, yeah.
Yeah, I feel very seen, and I'm grateful for the platform.
Sure.
I would like to start by saying that I'm still very much in my journey, all the work in progress. Now, a bit of background. How did I start?
Yeah.
Well, I started my journey while I was in school.
Okay.
I think it was lockdown year.
Lockdown, yeah.
Yes, because I remember being home like from school and I'm so confused as to what to do.
With your time.
Yes.
Everyone was say fair.
Yes, and then I decided, what, it started actually with what you know as NCR.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't. We'll get to that.
Yes, but that was how it started.
Okay.
And so I started to build the page, the website, and that served as some form of portfolio.
Okay.
Yeah, and then other people saw my works and sort of reached out. But I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty
Detail.
until you ask me the question. So
Okay.
yes.
Fair. So let me now ask more specifically, right? What did you study?
Okay.
Did you want to study what you studied, or did it study you? So that's another one.
It didn't study me, please,
Okay.
but I didn't want to study. Definitely not what I
Alright.
wasn't my choice. But I'm grateful that I didn't get my choice
Okay. So what's your choice?
because I
And
think
what's
the story would have been different today.
okay?
My choice was law.
That explains a lot.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment, but yeah, law was my choice. It
Okay.
didn't work out, and in all honesty, I'm very thankful.
Okay. You ended up going for.
I didn't go for. They gave me.
You ended up getting.
Yes, I got English because I was like, if a point away or so, but I got English.
Oof, fair.
I feel like it informed my path in a lot of ways.
Okay.
You want me to go into that?
Yeah.
Okay. How did English inform my path? For one, I think it gave me the autonomy of mind
Okay.
in the sense that with law, your direction is very straight, like you're going to be a lawyer. But what do you want to do in English? And all the answers I was getting, so you can be a teacher. I'm like,
Fair.
who, me? No, definitely not. And so I said, Flora, what do you want to do with this English degree? I mean, to be fair, I've not really been a fan of boxes.
Okay.
Even with my law, I knew I was going to be more than a lawyer.
Okay.
Yes, so I just started to question myself and dabbled into a few interests, and here we are today.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, if I'm remembering correctly, you mentioned Nigerian Content Review first. That's NCR.
Yeah, NCR.
What is NCR?
Nigerian Content Review
Okay.
is my baby. My first brand.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not my first brand, but one of my first brands.
What was your first brand?
The Huts.
The Hot. Okay, The Hot. Okay.
Yes, The Huts.
What was that?
Yeah, it was a food business in Unilag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should probably show them some.
A food business.
Yeah,
We'll
some
show. No, we'll
clips
show some
from
clips of that.
the
Yeah.
video. Yes, it was amazing. It was amazing, and
Did you do it alone?
I had an amazing partner.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to name that partner?
Adegoke Joshua.
Okay. The Hot. Interesting.
Yes, that was my first brand. My second brand, I think, is it's not my
NCR?
second brand. Yes, second brand.
Okay.
Other businesses definitely, but second brand, like actual
Okay.
brand that I built, NCR, and it stemmed from a place of wanting to just express myself.
Okay.
I am a natural critic.
Yeah. Hence the law thing, or is that something else?
Probably, yes. I'm a natural critic. I like to just improve on things.
Okay.
And I love Nigerian. I enjoy Nigerian movies a lot. Like they're my first pick. If I wanted to go see a
Really?
movie, yes,
Ah, okay.
I'll go for
So you're that
Nollywood.
person that always looks, okay, what's the Nollywood movie showing in the
Trust
cinema?
me, I probably know. Well, not recently, but like
Okay.
as at then, I would know at least the next 5 movies that to come out.
Ah, okay.
Yes,
So you
I've
turned that into an actual brand.
exactly.
Okay.
And I was just airing, my opinions on my status, WhatsApp status then,
Oh,
and
okay.
people kept saying, "Oh my God, I really love to hear what you have to say. Like if there was
Mm-hmm.
a way you could just channel this." And one day I was cleaning the bathroom at home, and all the ideas came to me. Then
Bathroom
I stopped.
inspiration.
I'm telling you, I stopped and I wrote every single thing down: the
Okay.
plan, the colors, every single thing. And yeah, I birthed it.
All right. So, do you still do that now?
At the moment, no,
Okay. Why is that?
because you need money to fund your dreams.
True. True.
That has been the problem because I don't have the time at the moment. Because
Oh,
I
okay.
used to, it was my voice.
Oh, okay.
And so for a long time, I had a hard time transitioning into letting go of it being my voice, like the brand moving from my voice to
More of like a
just a
general
voice
thing.
of excellence
Okay.
as opposed to it just being Flora's voice. So when I did transition into that, there was now the issue of people who could embody that same.
Right, because that's your unique value proposition, right?
Exactly.
People come to NCR because of they like your take
Yes,
on
they
stuff,
like
not
how
just
I
a
express
general.
it.
Fair enough, yeah.
Exactly. So that has been the major problem, and also the financial part of it. I'll definitely get back into it, but
Okay.
for now, I've just put it down, and I'll pick it up sometime.
I actually like that. I think it takes a lot of strength to hold off on your passion and say, let me work and get money, then
Yes.
fund my passion along the way.
Exactly.
Alright, that's brilliant. That brings us to your current endeavor, which is
Circle HQ.
okay, Circle HQ.
Yeah.
What is Circle HQ?
Circle HQ is my other baby.
Plenty babies, okay.
Yeah, I take my brands personally.
Alright.
Circle HQ is a digital marketing brand.
Okay. That's an agency, yes?
Yes, an agency.
Okay.
Yes, we're an agency, and our tagline is well-rounded results.
Oh,
Our-
that's the circle. Well,
Exactly, you get it.
Fair
you
enough.
get it. Yeah, we have a lot of play on words. Our newsletters are called Full Circle Moments. Got that? You should sign up for our newsletters.
I'm actually signed up.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you surprised?
I saw it once. I saw the well-rounded result once.
Okay.
Right, but I won't like. I've not been reading
It's
recent
fine.
issues.
It's okay. It's okay.
Don't kill me, please.
But it's not fine after today.
Okay, I'll catch up.
That's fine.
Alright.
Okay, so the idea is to tailor needs, right? Because I feel like digital marketing is such a huge industry, marketing generally.
Yeah.
But like in the online space, right, it's very, very huge and very vast, and a lot of people are not getting understood in the way that they desire. Like
Okay.
you could go to an agency and they're doing great, but like you may not get, what exactly it is that you're looking for because they may not seek to understand.
Are
the
you
core
complaining
of
because
the
of like
business.
those agencies are larger, so
Yes.
they don't have enough time
They may,
to?
not necessarily. No, not necessarily because we're going to grow, of course.
Okay.
But our focus, we're very customer centric.
Okay.
Very, very customer centric. So we sit with you, we try to know what exactly, we identify the situation, we try to know what exactly it is that you want and what can help. And then we tell you, okay, this is where we can pick it up from. And this is what it looks like in the next few months, whatever.
So it's like
yeah.
managing expectations from
Yes.
client side.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, that's Circle. It's basically well-rounded results. We're very result-centric.
Okay.
And our focus is more of, we believe that people's experiences are all the what's it called now, testimonials that you
Okay.
need.
True.
And yeah, that's our focus.
Okay. So NCR, school, Circle. Did you do anything before Circle? Like, did you work somewhere before Circle?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
of course. I had some very good background in social media management mostly,
Okay.
and strategy development, but it sort of cut across digital marketing. I mean, of course, social media management is a part of
digital marketing.
digital it's a part of it. I had some experience with a brand,
Okay.
and it gave me the opportunity to work with
By brand, you mean an agency?
an agency. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, yes, a digital marketing agency, and it gave me the opportunity to work with very good
Brand.
businesses
Okay.
and brands.
What's
And
like
it
your
was
favorite working experience under that agency?
The fact that I worked with Radisson Blue.
Oh, Radisson Blue.
I'm
Okay.
sorry to tell you, the one in VI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you share
I-
any details of that project?
I was the social media manager.
Okay.
I helped create, direct, organize content
Oh, okay.
production. There was also the fact that, like I mentioned, strategy development.
Yeah.
I I was responsible. At least at the times when I was in charge of like the account manager, I was, um, you know, the one who would set the marketing roadmap for the year
Okay.
and sort of say, okay, this is what we should do, this is what we should do.
Right.
And seeing my proposition in a pitch desk come to
Okay.
life, it was very fulfilling.
So
There were a
from your
couple of times
laptop
when,
in your
yes,
hostel to like actual
an actual,
reality. Yeah.
yes. There were times when I was even part of one of the content that I proposed and we did
Okay.
it. And I felt so, oh my God, okay, this was,
Right.
oh yeah.
I think a lot of stuff that digital marketers do gets buried in strategy, right, and not enough in execution. So actually, you
Exactly.
seeing that
Yeah.
is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So it doesn't have to be well at that agency, but in your entire working experience, can you pick out how I put it? One experience that you didn't like at all. You don't have to name brands or anything like that, but what experience you didn't like and why?
Okay, so outside of being a a brand owner, an
Okay.
agency owner, I also am a freelancer.
Oh, okay, fair.
So I had this experience where, oh my God, some clients, I'll not warn you on this video.
All right. So what was it like?
Anyways, these people came to me. It was a referral. They wanted,
Okay.
because I do paid advertising.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned from the best. So
Okay.
yeah. So they came to me, oh, we have this program that it's like they teach businesses and organizations.
Was this recent?
Yeah.
Okay, I just saw it on your status. So,
Yeah.
okay, go on.
They came to me and, oh, they want me to do this and do that. And at first, their terms, I mean, they seemed like they knew what they wanted. And I was excited for it because that was going to be my first large scale
Okay.
gig like that. Because
Okay.
most of the people, well, by the way, I dabble a lot into entertainment.
Okay.
And it's something that I want to like hinge on for the most part of my career, going forward. But yeah, so most of the paid adverts I had done
Okay.
had been for musicians, right?
Oh,
Music
okay.
guys,
Showbiz.
So
Interesting.
so I had helped, run their ads and all of that, and with very good results. So this was going to be my first corporate
Oh, okay.
paid advert gig, and I was excited for the possibility of, because this time it was lead
Understandably
generation.
so, yeah.
Lead generation to be converted into actual customers.
Were you responsible for the conversion?
No, I
just lead gen.
Thank you very much for this question.
Okay.
I think we need to replay that part so that people know that your marketer is not responsible for your conversion except expressly stated.
Yeah, true.
I won't help you. Like, come on, that's why there's customer retention management. That is up to you and your team. But yeah, it was lead generation.
Okay.
And I was supposed to do that. I did. We got the number of leads that we wanted. Very good quality leads even.
Okay.
But they weren't converting. And I'm telling you, the conversion rate was not to 1%.
Oh, okay, that's a sales problem. Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel vindicated.
You said vindicated, yeah, but yeah, that's a sales problem, yeah. But like in Nigeria, marketing is sales and sales is marketing. Everybody just bundles it together.
The lines are so blurred. Like, anyways, they didn't get conversions.
Okay.
And of course, for people to, I used instant forms. If you work on Facebook Meta ads, you know what instant forms are. But I used instant forms, but not the automatically filled ones. So you have to put in your name. If I'm interested enough to put in my name, guess what? I put 3 or 4 different levels of different questions, just so that you are sure that this person is interested.
Okay, so for the person actually go through everything.
Yes, their name, the company they're working, what they do in that company, their email and their number. For you to go through and actually submit that form, you're definitely interested.
That means it's definitely a sales conversion problem.
Thank you very much. So we couldn't get the, it was a bit hiccupy at the end. They couldn't get as much as they wanted and moved on. I didn't want to get into the details of but the part that I want to highlight that I really didn't like, I already didn't like the experience. It was awkward. And I told them at the beginning, they said, oh, if we're going to continue, I agreed for a certain price.
Okay.
It was supposed to be for 4 weeks.
Okay, 4 weeks project, okay.
They told me 3 weeks at first, and then later I found out it was 4 weeks, so they sent in the contract. Guess what? It stretched to 8 weeks.
Wow, that's like double of what you even back.
And they didn't care to compensate me
for the extra month.
And to be honest, because of all of the stress, I wasn't even bothered. Just let me go, right? And they were like, oh, by the way, they complained a lot. And then they came back and said, oh, we have more stuff that we want to do. blah blah blah.
I mean, they're complaining a lot. Why are they still
Why are you
bringing
coming
more
back?
stuff? Yeah.
We have much stuff we want to do, and we'd like you to get on it. Also, you can start the ads for this. I was like, oh, that would be great, but my charge is now. So I told them, because we were supposed to revert to my real price
Yeah.
if we did anything else, and they were like, oh, we can't go that high. Am I even saying that high? We can't go. We can't do that because this was our budget. I was like, oh, but we had a conversation, and then they go, no, that they can't. Their representative says, oh, they can't do that. I'm like, why? Okay, talk to the team, right? Since you're not really the one in charge of that, talk to the team. And then this person goes, oh, there's no room for the negotiation. We already spoke about it. I was like, oh, that's fine. I would like to end my contract with you. Thankfully, I delivered on this. I did my due diligence. You can move on. We can move on. And we ended it. Some weeks later, or even maybe months, they come back to me. You know, I knew they had been looking for it because the person who referred me, they went back to.
Oh, okay. Like,
and the
was
person sent me, and mind you, I was I was communicating with this person throughout, so they knew all. So the person was like, "Why are you not going back to Flora?" And they were like, "You know, we want her to handle other parts. We're looking for other." They were just, and the person was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, she's the best person I know for this side. I'm not gonna give you anyone else." Anyways, I tried to wrap this up. They come back and they want me to do more things this time. They don't just want meta leads generation. They want Google ads.
Oh wow! Okay.
As well, yeah. And then they have like 3 events at once or so that they want to. And guess what? They want to retain that same. And they were like, oh, no. They were like, oh, you know, we.
This story pains you.
They were like, you know, we've thought about all that you've said, and you said you need, you know, we should increase. We believe that you deserve more, and so we've thought about, you know, giving you more. And guess what? We've decided to add 10,000 naira to what we're paying you.
Wow.
And I was like, wow. And then they were quiet for a while. And I was quiet too. And they were like, oh, can you hear us? I was like, oh, I thought you were still speaking. And they said,
where's the rest?
Yeah. And they said, no. I said, oh, okay. First off, I'm so thankful for the generosity of your team. I really appreciate how far you decided to go on this. It must have taken you so much to decide on. I was hell on sarcastic that day. And then I said, thank you so much, but I will not be accepting your generous offer. And yeah, there was a bit of back and forth, but I stood my ground because I wouldn't. It is well. Yes, that was it. It pained me. I'm still pained. If you are watching this video.
All right. So now Circle HQ, you're doing work for different brands, right? What does a typical work day look like for you?
A typical work day for me. There are 2.
Okay, why are they 2?
The one I have control over and the one I don't have control over.
Okay, let's start with the realm of control. Okay, when you have control.
I wake up, of course, I'm a Jesus baby, so I do my devotion, head out to the gym. Okay. I love the gym. Ish, sort of.
Ish, we'll get into that, yeah. Fair.
Yeah, I go to the gym, come back home, get to work, and the day ends.
Right. So work and work. What does that work entail?
I mean, it can be responding to clients' needs. Okay, now that I am a founder of an agency, you know that there's a lot of managing of expectations of different stakeholders.
Yeah, so that's admin.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Getting on calls, checking in with my team, ensuring that if I have shoots to plan for, plan for it, do stuff. Check the ads I'm currently running, see how they're performing, see how to better optimize them.
Which is a mixed bag of admin, monitoring, and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. What's like your team size now? Like a range?
We're 1 to 5.
1 to 5. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. All right. So I would want, in your entire journey, right? You've worked with different individuals. You've worked on a crazy amount of projects, right? Yeah. I'd like you to just piggyback 3 pivotal moments that happen. There will be a lot, right? But 3 standing moments are okay, these are the moments that led me to be who I am today, right? Yeah.
Okay. I think one of those moments would be, by the way, let me use the opportunity to shout out to my former boss. You're amazing. You know yourself, hopefully.
I know, you shared to her.
Anyways, there was a bit of, not an issue, but there was something that came up with one of the clients that we were managing. Okay. So she was very much in her managerial role, and at the time she couldn't afford to be present as much. Okay. And I don't blame her because you have staff to do that for you. And one of the clients really wanted her, so it was causing a bit of friction. And she said, "You know what, Flora, I'm done with this. You're going to handle this client. I don't care what happens. In fact, at this point, I think we're going to lose them. So just help me arrange the whole thing. Whether or not we lose them, just let me know what happens. And I go into that meeting. Mind you, it's one of the big restaurants in this Lagos. One of the very big restaurants in this Lagos.
Okay.
And I go into that meeting and I mended the relationship.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And we had a new term to work and everything was fine. And she was so proud of me and so happy for me, of course, and for the team. And I think that was very pivotal for me because it made me realize that I'm actually very good with customer relationship.
Okay.
I'm very good with managing people's expectations. I'm very good generally with managing people.
Okay.
Yeah, and we delivered well, right?
Okay.
At least during the time of working with them and mending the relationship. And yeah, so that was a very pivotal moment.
Okay, that's one.
Team management was something, or is something that
Okay.
that I think that, okay, let me also start with my former agency. I think the level of team management I was exposed to
Okay.
sort of strengthened me or enlarged my capacity for what I'm doing today.
Oh, okay, fair
That was
enough.
very much pivotal, yes. And the last pivotal moment I just remembered
Okay.
was when I closed on my first circle client,
Oh, okay.
my official first circle client. Because we had just, we're like a week or 2 weeks old.
Okay, so
And
2
then-
weeks old,
Yes.
you land your first client.
To be fair, before we officially launched, I
Yeah.
had landed a client.
Okay, fair.
But
true.
I didn't consider them my first official client because we
Okay.
were yet to launch.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so after we launched,
Another one came in.
yeah, this person comes and they're like, oh, they got referred. And they kept reaching out to me that, oh, it's a rush, we really need.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, what do you need? And then they state all of their needs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a lot of work. And it's going to need a lot of money. And then I sent them my proposal and they hardly bargained me.
Oh, hardly bargain.
Hardly, I mean, I'm telling
And
you.
in fact, those are people that hardly stress you.
Do you, I'm telling you, they're my favorite kinds of clients. They're my favorite clients till today.
Today, okay.
Till today, we even have a very good work relationship, and
Okay.
they're amazing. So I was like, okay, this is someone who knows the value of the work, and that I think that, you know, those moments that endorse your value of your perception
like
of your
validation
value.
in a way. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that was another pivotal moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. And you said to date, you still work with them?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Random, really random question. What's one thing you say that you have done to increase the quality of your life recently? It could be a purchase, it could be an activity, it could be just something that's overall increased the quality of your life recently.
Going to the gym.
All right. So I have one question to ask about the industry right now,
Okay.
which is AI.
Ah, okay.
There are so many conversations around this, but I'll try to keep this one simple in the sense of, how will I put it? A lot of people have different takes on it. They think, oh, AI is taking people's jobs. They think, oh, no, it's just a tool that we can use to do this and do this. What's your take? How does AI help you in your day-to-day? Is it something you would continue to use or something you are strictly, no, don't use that for me?
Okay. I would like to start with a quote.
Okay.
And I can't remember the very smart person that came up with it, but I'll just go on to the quote and it says, when the essence of the thing is not known, abuse is inevitable.
Okay, yeah.
I think that AI is a tool.
So fair.
Yeah. I know that it is a tool. And with every single thing that exists in this world, there are downsides. But can we use it as marketers? Definitely. Although I feel like it can take away the place of creativity.
It can take away
Yes,
the place.
it
Why do you
can.
say so?
Because a lot of people now, and I'll try to narrow it down
Okay.
to like my own personal
Your own
experiences.
experience, yeah.
Sometimes you tell someone, oh, I need you to come up with this plan.
Okay.
And all you're saying, and you know that there are specific AI words that once you
Yeah.
see, you know that this one is
Digital landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Fair,
understand?
fair.
And in a 10 word or 10 items document, I have all 10. I'm seeing AI. Like, none of this is practical
Okay.
for what we have at hand.
Okay. Are you talking about you giving someone else a task to
yeah.
do, and what they're bringing in is
Nothing
now?
is practical. Like,
Okay.
imagine I tell you to come up with, just an example,
Yeah.
with an idea for a football team to promote their newly designed merch.
Okay.
And you tell me, what is the silliest thing that can come up? Like,
But
very
yeah,
silly
I get the
things,
drift.
Yeah, so I think that AI can be very helpful. But personally, I use AI a lot
Okay.
in terms of research. When I
Yes,
when
a
I
great
don't
research
know,
assistant,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. When I don't know how to really when I know that there's some questions that Google can't really answer.
Yeah, it gives you like straight answer, like what is this?
Yes, it gives you very
Why is
straight.
this like this?
Exactly.
Yeah, like
And you can,
a second brain type
thank
of
you
thing.
very
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, and even with my ideas, I recently sent out a was it a proposal now?
Yeah.
Like a marketing roadmap.
Okay.
Yes, and I came up with all of the ideas,
Yeah.
put it all together, but I needed it to be more robust.
Because you just
Yes,
sense what
so
you
I
created
just said,
to.
yeah, I said I'm
Okay.
working on this exact specifics for this location, for this location. This is what I've come up with. I just need you to put it together as a proper document.
Okay.
And it did, and it was perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. What are your 3 favorite AI-based tools? And don't mention Grammarly or Google Docs.
Okay. ChatGPT.
Okay, fair. Actually, I've even excluded that.
I think that's the only AI tool I use because it literally has almost everything. There was a time I was involved in image generation.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I did that. Yes, and I was doing storytelling for this brand. So we generated both the stories, the voiceovers, and everything using ChatGPT. And then they were what are they called now?
Custom GPTs.
No. Before
plugins.
custom plugins, yeah,
Okay,
there were plugins.
yeah.
Was this Speechify or Speech?
Yeah, that you can use
Speech
to.
Key.
Yeah.
I was using it as a plugin for the voiceovers and yeah. So I think right now it's just ChatGPT I use.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and CapCut.
Oh,
They are auto.
Captions.
Yeah, auto captions.
Okay. All right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll ask you one. You said something about how AI is like taking the place of creativity. I'm not sure I agree, right? Because by what you said, it's like it's making people. Would you say making people less creative?
Yeah.
But like from what you said, right, it's easier to spot who isn't creative, right? So is it not forcing people to be more creative in a sense of the word? Because of if GPT can easily come up with a blog post or this or that, and I can easily spot that this is GPT, it forces people to actually do the work, right? So wouldn't you say that's like, I don't know, like a fair argument to your point that it's reducing creativity in that sense?
I think it takes a person who is thorough to identify that this was AI generated in the first place.
Oh, okay.
And if we're being honest, how many people are actually quite thorough?
Okay.
How many people are very grounded in what they do? A lot of people just want to get tasks done and move on.
Yeah.
That's very popular. So, and how many more? You know, when no matter how they say the one tiny egg spoils the rest.
The whole batch. Yeah.
The crate. That one egg, as opposed to 29 others, it's supposed to be little, but it ruins it at the end of the day. It ruins
because you can see it there. Yeah.
Exactly, it ruins everything. So apart from that, it also does not help. So personal experience. Sometimes when I'm lazy to do work, I just tell GPT, okay, I need you to come up with 5 this for me, and I now try to work around what it gives me.
Okay.
But when I'm being real and I say, okay, I want to come up with this, and the output is always better because I generate it first and then you develop it.
To fight tune and all of
exactly.
that, yeah.
But when it's just from it's a search engine tool. It gets things from the internet. It's only what is already there.
That
it draws from sources. Exactly.
Okay, so it's good with working on stuff you have already given it, right?
Yes. So that's why it can limit. I said can limit creativity.
Okay. Fair enough. Big question, imposter syndrome. What are your thoughts? Does it exist? Do you think it is real? Have you experienced it?
I have a video on that on my Instagram page.
Oh, okay.
I probably have archived it now because I'm trying to rebrand and get my whole look and everything. But I probably would, maybe when this episode is released, I'll pin it on my reel so that people will be able to refer to it.
Okay.
It is real.
Okay.
It is very much real. But there are different aspects to it.
Okay.
The aspect I came from in my video is that it can be a good thing. It can be a tool.
Okay. In what sense?
Yes. So a lot of times we address imposter syndrome as an enemy.
Okay.
But a lot of times it is pointing to something that is inside. So it could be telling you that you're actually not good enough.
Right.
And you need to work. And that's a good thing. If you're very, if you're someone who is very open.
Yeah, to improving and all that.
Yes, to improving. And if you're very what's the word now? The word has
self-aware.
Self-aware. Thank you very much. Very self-aware. First of all, you probably would struggle with that a lot because you think like, okay, this thing I'm about to do, because I know that we want to be confident and feel good, but
you're like, oh, yeah,
are you really as good
as you think you are?
As you think you are, or as you claim to be? So if you can be humble enough to learn to the point, because I think that knowledge can chase imposter syndrome. I think so. It's not always the case,
Okay.
but oftentimes it will help you. Now, are there times when you have anxiety? And oh,
Yeah.
definitely, because when you try new things, it's not convenient. It
Yeah.
never is. Most of the great people today, like if you hear their stories, they're like, "Oh wow, you were scared." And a lot of people on big screens, sometimes they're not their full selves because they're
True.
scared, and also
Yeah.
yeah, imposter syndrome can be a tool. It is very much real. Sometimes it is very crippling. So there are two
Yeah.
sides. Just know what part of this skill you fall on. You're either the one who is over crippled by not starting because you think you're not good enough
Yeah.
when you really are, or you're the one who is overconfident and you think that I got it, but then imposter syndrome can humble you.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I think.
All right. So creative wise, right? Share one or two hacks with us. That what are the things that help you generate fresh ideas, stay at the top of your game, and in your case, which is client facing, even though you're an agency, so you're doing a lot of client facing things, right? In your case, it's how do you manage clients, their expectations, and just any other tips in general regarding for creatives. Yeah.
Okay. I think one of the major things. This is probably a not very popular take,
Okay.
but I think one of the major things that helps me in terms of coming up with fresh ideas for clients is empathy.
Empathy.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you say I'm struggling to, but oh yeah,
I
shine
put
more light.
myself in their shoes.
Okay.
I put myself in their shoes. If you come to me and you say, my business is failing, I think we're not doing this very well.
Okay.
I literally put myself in your shoes, but with my knowledge from digital marketing.
Okay.
So if I owned this business and I want it to do X and Y and Z that you have just stated,
Okay.
with all of my knowledge, what would
What
I do?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that helps me come up with ideas. That helps me also connect with them.
Okay.
I think I can boldly say that I have very good connection with every single client of mine.
Okay.
Every single one of them. The next one would be come up with fresh ideas. I mean, research. Research, because nothing is new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun, no matter how fresh you want it to look.
Yeah.
They're just specific based on context. Nothing is new under the sun. So research helps a lot.
Right.
The competition, what are they doing? What's achievable
Okay, how can
in
you
the
do it
market,
better?
and how can you do it better? How can you apply it here? So yeah.
Okay. Can you give specifics, for example, what you just said about research, taking what's already on the market, and know when last did you apply something like that on an actual project?
Very recently, I joined a team.
Okay.
And the market we're trying to break into is the Nigerian market.
Okay, Nigerian market.
Given this industry, the tech industry, what is very popular? What are the things that the Nigerian market is, succeeding in or adapting very well in the tech space? So you look at that. Look at companies that are doing very well in that space. What are they doing?
Okay.
What are we not doing? In that regard.
So sometimes you can't close that gap, right? I mean, if you look at fintech, for example, and you say, okay, what's Money Point doing? And you see how far they have scaled, the budgets they have. You have to be honest with us. I don't have the budget. So what can I do? So how do you now bridge that gap? Right? In terms of, okay, I want to emulate what the competition is doing, but I don't have the money. I don't have the budget for this. What do you do then?
I think being real with yourself is important because first off, the project I'm talking about or the reference I'm trying to give, the gap in terms of finances isn't really the issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is
every marketer's dream.
Well, I can't say that categorically, but it hasn't posed as an issue so far.
Okay.
So it's more of the execution.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like we're launching.
Okay.
If I put it that way, yeah. So if you want to start something and you're not there yet in terms of budgeting, there's always marketing is like it's like a subscription. There's always something for you at your level. Yeah, it's in tiers. There's always something for you at your level, whatever level you are. So you have to work with what is available for you, reach the audience that you can step by step, scale this step, move to the next, get it right here, move to the next time. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. What do you hate the most about marketing?
Okay, I think what I hate most is the volatility of it, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
Because of how volatile it appears to be. People think that it is you putting 1 + 1, but it's not equal to.
It's not equal to.
You cannot. It never equals to, because this is human psychology you're dealing with. I'm trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
I can't get a gun to your head and bring it out of
Oh,
my
yeah,
pocket.
bye.
I have
Yeah.
to play with your mind.
Yeah.
So, well, not play. I'm not playing with your mind. But like, I think that makes it look like it is simple, but that's not true. So yeah, I think that can be one of the things I hate about it.
Okay. So I think a big part of marketing overall is testing.
Okay.
Right? You don't know how the markets might react.
Yeah.
It's data from different people trying different stuff and
Mhm.
all of that. But I don't know, you don't know. You can't say for
You're
sure.
just predicting.
Right? So I heard something, someone said that any marketer that tells you categorically, I'll get you 1,000 followers from doing that person's lying
That
to
person's
you.
lying to
Yeah,
you.
because
Or
you can't.
they
Yeah?
want to use a chatbot.
Okay, there's that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's going to do you damage in the long run, right?
Definitely.
Which brings me to measuring success and managing client expectations or expectation in general, right? Because you have people working client side, working agency side, depends. How do you measure success? You personally, so on a personal level and on a professional level for Circle HQ and all the other brands I've worked with.
Okay, so one of the things that's helped me with that is one of my friends and someone I really look up to in marketing
Okay.
told me once, he said, always under promise
And over deliver.
and over deliver.
Fair.
That has been my strategy, right? Because I mean, of course, I'm not going to be unrealistic with under promising.
True.
But I try to let you know that this is the like what we can safely, like if we land on this, it's a success.
Okay, so bad as it bad, I can give you
this is what we can work with, right? This range. But then my goal, and more often than not, I mean every single time I surpass the goal.
Okay, that's
yes.
good.
So you're able to tell, okay, we're reaching for 100.
Okay.
We got 150 or 200.
Right.
And sometimes it can now be overzealous and say, if we could get 200, that means we can shoot for 400 next time.
Wait, calm down.
There's a trend. There's, you know, we can do 1 + 1 and get, let's calm down. So yes, I think that's how I've been able to manage it. I under promise and I over deliver.
What's one thing you've always wanted to do as a child?
Okay.
Or maybe you did it recently, or you have not done it yet. But one thing that you've always wanted to do.
As a child.
Yeah.
Oh, I recently got a bicycle.
Oh, back. Okay, fair enough. You never had a bike as a child?
No, and my mom sold bikes.
What?
Yeah, she had like a whole kiddie store, and we had like bicycle section, but we didn't have a compound. And she didn't, and like outside of our house was like the actual road. Like,
okay.
She was too scared. She didn't want to let me try it, so I couldn't own one. But I wish I just got a bicycle like so.
Okay. Cheers to fulfilling childhood dreams.
Right.
What's your favorite social media platform?
None.
None?
Yeah. I don't like social media, fun fact.
Why is, I don't know, like I speak to marketers every other day and they say they hate social media. You see, social media managers and they hate social media. Yeah. Why is that?
Fun fact, my dislike for social media and social media management was why I started, one of the major reasons I started Circle.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to do it. I disliked being responsible for it. Like I don't like the online space. I feel like it's giving people the audacity
to say things they'll never say in your front. Yeah.
And maybe we shouldn't be. Someone I really respect and admire says this thing all the time. He says that he doesn't think the world is supposed to be very connected in the first place. He doesn't think that was God's design. Because if it was the original design, he probably would have given us this tool in the first place. Probably.
I mean someone could counter you and say that he created us, we created this thing, so
it was
still his design, right?
I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, see the rubbish that human beings are doing now.
I mean, that's one of the grabs of free will.
Well, fair. But yeah, I don't like social media so much. So
okay.
I love to help people.
Yeah.
In that regard, because I know that I have what it takes to move you from like 0 to where you're trying to go to. But I don't want to be responsible for it, so I'd rather get people who do it and I'll manage it.
Okay.
So yes.
Right. So by and large, you do digital marketing, right? So what's your stack? By your stack, I mean those 3 skills that you would say set you apart. Right? This doesn't mean in and of itself that other marketers don't have those skills, but things you think or you believe or you have seen that you do so well that this is my stack. This. Yeah, what's that for you?
The skills.
Yeah.
I would say they are more of soft skills.
Okay. So I mean, I was expecting you to bring in things like paid ads, this.
Well, but like everybody does it. Like, well, a lot of people do it.
So what differentiates you?
When you talk about differentiating, I would say they are more of soft skills.
Okay, such as?
Yeah, such as communication. I'm a very good communicator.
Yeah, you mentioned that a lot about even managing clients and all of that.
I'm very good with that. I'm honest.
That still goes into managing expectations.
Well, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm honest. And I think that people genuinely appreciate when someone If
For
being
sure.
honest.
For sure.
Yeah. The last thing I would say is I'm I think I mentioned this before, empathetic.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
Yeah. I
Do you
think
get that feedback a lot? Sorry.
that I'm empathetic.
Yeah, like from clients, like is it like some consistent feedback you always get from clients?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
But
I
what
think
is that consistent feedback you
that
typically get from clients?
I
Who you
really
work
like
with?
the work you're doing. I'm very pleased by what we're doing. I get that a lot.
I mean, there's like more specific.
Well,
What aspect of the work, like what do they like? Do you carry them along a lot? Do you
in
like
that
what?
regard.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's still more of the okay no I think it's more of being present, not necessarily carrying them along, but like taking. So one of my clients reached out to me and she said, Flora, it's taking my brand really personally, and I appreciate that about you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's yeah.
All right. So what is one weird or let's just say unknown talent that you have? Like nobody, most people don't know you have like talent.
I don't know
or
if,
hobby.
If it's weird or unknown, but I mean I can tell. I mean, like whoever is watching this video, if you watch it for this long, you can tell I have a very good sense of humor. If you don't agree, I cannot help you. But I think I know how to lighten up a space, like with my jokes, no matter how terrible they can be. And yeah, I guess that's the talent.
All right, time. All right, fair enough. So now I want to do something. Let's just say relatively interesting, right? So earlier on, you mentioned different things regarding AI and saying that you said something. I want to quote you, but I don't want to drag you at the same time. Right? You said something like, "You do your due diligence, right? You should easily be able to spot AI within text." Yes.
Oh my god! Yes.
So in this box of mine,
I have.
Very nice. So I have three versions of a sentence saying the same thing.
Okay.
Right? I'll give you to read. I think when we broadcast, we'll probably project it on the screen or something, so that so the audience can guess. So try guessing when you see it. Let's see how that goes. But I'll give you to read. Right?
Should I read it out?
Yeah, you can read it out. Yeah, between the three versions, which of these do you think is AI written? Yeah.
First of all, I'm struggling with the handwriting.
Right, everyone okay, let me just. Can I read it? Can I read it to you? I don't worry. I'll type it out and put it up. Okay. So version 1 says content teams face high publishing cadences and lead gen expectations, low bandwidth and budgets, with little leeway to lean on leadership, partners, and customers. That's version 1.
Sounds like a tongue twister. Okay.
Right. Second one goes content teams often juggle high publishing demands and lead generation goals, all while dealing with limited bandwidth and budgets and minimal support from leadership, partners, or customers. So let's just go with those two.
Which one is AI? Yeah.
Shall I go again?
Come again.
All right. First one, content teams face.
Can I look at that?
Okay, you can look at it now. Okay. I mean, if you do your due diligence, right, those are your words.
Okay. Content teams face high publishing cadences and lead gen expectations, low bandwidth and budget with little leeway to lean on leadership, partners, and customers. Content teams often juggle high publishing demands and lead generation goals, all while dealing with limited bandwidth and budgets.
Do you like what you see?
You say
I say it. With budgets and minimal support from. Okay, which was AI generated?
Yeah.
You see this question. Okay, no. I'm going to go with one. I'm going to tell you why I'm going with one.
This one is what we call shalaye. But go on.
So there are two versions here. The first version both versions rather can pass for a human.
Okay.
Wait now, because it will depend on the what's it called? People you're trying to.
You gonna explain,
Calm down.
Explain. Because no evidence.
Yeah. I think they're called registers or something like that in English. Like when you use specific words where you're trying to how you speak to a lawyer.
House. Okay.
And how you speak to probably in the law court.
Okay. The audience is content people. This was somebody complaining about something in the content space.
Oh.
Yeah. So the person was trying to sell a particular service. I'm not giving you expo. The person was trying to sell a particular service or something and sort of saying, okay, this is the issue that plagues like content teams right now. And then the next paragraph goes how the person can help with this issue. Something along those lines, yeah.
I would say version 1 is AI generated.
Okay, right. So that is the human routine. Yeah. So like, yeah, I think that's just even proof in itself that it's hard to spot. And funny
Yeah.
how person with that say this quote is the one that wrote the first. It's on his page here, Brooklyn Nash. She's
Okay.
founder of Beam Content, an agency,
Okay.
that I really, really respect. Yeah, also one of
okay.
my favorite Twitter people. But yeah, it's just another proof that like it's getting so difficult to spot it.
Yes, it is.
Right?
It is.
So do you admit
I
now?
thought about version 2, but I was like, it's simplified.
Is it-
Now
yeah.
okay, let me not explain too much, but it's okay. Yes, I admit
Right.
it's actually difficult to spot. It
Okay.
can be difficult to spot.
All right, so I think I just have about 2-3 more questions for you, and we can wrap it up. One would be, what are some mistakes you say you made in your career? I mean, if you could go back and do everything over again, right from getting a course in university, working at an agency, starting NCL, doing every wonderful thing you have done in your career so far, what would you do differently?
I definitely will not redo the parts that concern school. Yeah.
Okay,
And the course I got.
okay,
Because I believe very much in God's direction.
okay.
And He has led me this far. Like I said, I'm so thankful I didn't get law. I'm
Your
so
life would have
thankful.
turned out much
Very
differently.
differently.
Yeah.
Like every single thing, even to like the people I met, the relationships, all of that. I feel like
okay.
they've formed like where
You
I
currently
am.
are. Okay.
And it's very pivotal. So I wouldn't take that back. But in terms of my career, yeah, I think there are a few jobs I probably wouldn't have taken.
Okay.
When I was starting, there were a few jobs. You know, you're excited and you're like, I want to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah. You also do everything when you start.
Yeah, and then I under-delivered, and thankfully nobody has dragged me. But those early stages, there were things that I really messed up, and I wish that I could go back and say, I'm really sorry. I probably should have evaluated this properly and
Better.
all of that.
But wouldn't you say those experiences shaped you in a way, shape or form? Didn't they add to who you currently are
Yes,
right
it
now?
made me realize I wasn't all that at that point. And it humbled me
Fair.
to who I'm becoming today. So,
All right, that's brilliant. 2 more. One would be random, really random. What's the last thing you Googled?
I what?
You Googled,
Googled.
yeah, browsed it.
Should I check?
Hey, you can check it.
Oh,
Last
I
thing.
remember.
Okay.
It's about time zone, yes. What is
Okay.
11 a.m. Californian time in Nigeria?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like good news or an update coming.
No, it was for
alright.
work. Like I was
Oh.
trying to schedule a meeting, and I
Okay.
wanted to know like if it works with your time.
Interesting. We're international now. Love it. Right. So the final question I would like to ask is something that we, like the entire team, we sort of bounce it back and forth,
Okay.
and we try to find where we would like to ask this in the interview. Right. Was sort of supposed to be the first question, but we thought
Okay.
that it would be really great to end the interview with this question.
Okay. I feel like I know what you're talking about.
in like, I don't know, 30 seconds or less, I want to answer the question, why do you create?
For impact, yes.
Okay.
I believe very much in leaving impacts in the world because
Okay.
we're all going to go someday. And I believe that if you make enough impacts, people will get to remember you for something, and you make life better for the people coming behind you. Yes, that's why I create.
All right, so create to leave impact.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time today. Thank you for sharing your
Thank
wonderful
you.
story with us. Thank you for
Thank you.
everything. And what's just one thing you would like to leave to upcoming marketers, digital marketers, people that want to get into paid ads, want to get into agency side, client side, just the content creative space in general, especially in this African ecosystem and in this wonderful era that we're currently in, right? What would you say to them coming up? What do you think will help them? Yeah.
Okay. I think that if you really want to be successful at
Okay.
this, you have to be committed to learning.
Okay.
Don't ever stop learning. You know, when we used to grow up, I don't know if you knew that book, Learning Never Ends. It has this red hardcover that long. I sort of didn't like it because what are you telling me? I'm currently doing 21 subjects and you're telling me learning never ends. Like, but honestly, I've come to appreciate that. It never ends. If you want to be good at what you do, you have to keep learning and always like have an open mind, be very self-aware. and try to build, like, try to have strong people who can hold you.
That's
Yeah.
community too.
Yes, a community. Oftentimes, it's not outside; it's the people within your circle. And one last and very important thing is, I'll use an informal term.
Okay.
Networking is not farming. Yes, I know that we try to network a lot, and one of the things I've learned is that those ones that I farms and I try to, those are the ones that often flop. When when you're natural, because this person is a human being too.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, nobody wants a burden, quote and unquote.
Sure.
Yeah. So if you're natural and you're actually seeking to either give value or just admire,
Right.
then I think you'd have a better chance at having more people.
Okay. And this applies to people that are looking for mentors and
Mentors
stuff
and
like that.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
Also,
you. Okay.
well, let me-
No, go on. Feel free. Feel free.
I
Use
was
your
going to
space.
say that the idea of a mentor is amazing. It's great, but I think that it has become overhyped.
Overhyped. Okay.
Yes, I think that it has become overhyped. Maybe because of how we like defining terms. Yes, but a lot of times, when you're looking for a mentor, the thing that you need or the person that you probably need is probably already close
Yeah, so
to
I know
you.
people always tend to look out that
For
it's
the-
that guy
yeah.
that has 10,000 followers. I want
Exactly.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
People's journeys are different.
Yeah.
Not everybody can be your mentor.
Yeah.
Identify that.
I mean, your mentor could be right beside you.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time, your
you.
personality,
Thank
and
you.
everything.
Thank
All right.
you. Thank
If you loved our interview with Flora and you'd like to see more of this type of content, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And see you in the next one.